Hello everyone, I'm Ria. I'm a singer-songwriter based in Liverpool, originally from Southampton. I'm going to be talking to you about my songwriting process, new music, and where I'm planning to take things in the future. So I first got into music when I was about 13, that's when I knew that I wanted to do it properly as a career, and that's when I started writing songs and all things like that. But music has always been a part of my life. Growing up, my dad always had music on. My mum always had music on, and we went to a lot of concerts and stuff as well. And I was bought a little tiny keyboard. I've got pictures of me at the age of 3, sat playing piano. Music has always been very significant in my life. There's definitely things now that I can look back on and see why I'm where I am, a lot of memories that are core memories that are all music related. So some of my core music memories are going to gigs with my mum for definite. I've been to see Earth, Wind and Fire, the Jacksons. Who else been to see? Jessie J back in the day. I've seen so many with her now, and it's that was definitely something growing up that made me appreciate music so much more. And yeah, definitely me and my dad used to dance in the kitchen to Elton John and living our best life. I also think I was in the studio for my 13th birthday party, with me and one of my mates, and that was one of the times where I actually took music seriously for the first time, started singing some of my own original stuff that I'd written before. And I'm trying to think of other core memories. One of my first big gigs I did after NCS, and it was to 2,000 people in Bournemouth. And I'm not gonna lie, it was probably the most scared I've ever been, but after I did it, that was when I got the bug. I just wanted to gig all the time. I was yes, this is what I want to do. And I think once you've done one that big at that age, I was about 16, I'd just left school, that was when I was yes, this is for me, and I just love it. So my initial music inspirations, I've always loved Emily Sandé, Alicia Keys. I definitely love old soul music, Nina Simone, Aretha Franklin. They were my initial musical loves. But throughout my whole life, I guess, Elton John, Blondie, Queen, they've all been played in the background of my life, if you will. So it's I think they've definitely influenced my music a lot, especially Blondie more recently, Debbie Harry has my heart. So I think, yeah, I've got so many different genres that have influenced me, my vocal tone, and the way that I sound and my music sounds. It's kind of hard to pinpoint where it's come from, necessarily, but yeah, I've been influenced by a lot of music throughout my musical journey. So for changes that I'd like to see in the music industry, I definitely think music has developed a lot, and I think the music industry has definitely sort of grown with the times more recently, but there's definitely a lot more work to be done in regards to equality in festival lineups and kind of having more female artists on stages. Also being represented in other parts of the industry, being shown female producers, and just walking into a room that isn't just full of men is really nice, and it's a nice change that I've definitely noticed within the music industry. But yeah, honestly, I definitely think it's going in the right direction, and there's so many more role models now for younger women in music, and I think that's really exciting, especially instrument-wise. I think growing up, I always associated my female idols were always singers, and it's nice now to see women playing rock guitar, and I know they did back then, but they definitely weren't people that I aspired to be. So yeah, they're much cooler now. So my dream collaborations, I think to sing one of their songs, it would definitely be to share the stage with Stevie Nicks or Fleetwood Mac. I just think their songs are so iconic, and to have the privilege to share the stage with the band would be insane. Then to write with someone, I think I would go back to Emily Sandé or Alicia Keys. I just think I feel we'd be on the same brainwaves, and yeah, I just think take me back to my roots a little bit. That's where I started, and my 13-year-old self would be wow, wow. And then someone to just perform with, I think Elton John, like sat next to him playing the piano, singing either a song that I've written or one of his, like I definitely, yeah, I mean that is the dream. You can't not want that, yeah. So my writing process is, I normally start with lyrics. So I'll either have like a theme that I want the song to be evolved around, like a title, or like something's happened and that needs to be spoken about and that's why I'm writing. So it normally starts with lyrics and then I'll take it to either my guitar or go to a piano and start like adding chords into it, working out like the melody, and I'll probably normally have an idea for a melody in mind, but it might not be like finalised. And then once I've got that, then I'll take it to the band and we work on it together and then get in the studio and record it. So, and we normally do some demos and stuff first, like see what we like, see if there's anything that can be added. But yeah, I always start with lyrics. That's like the heart and soul of like why I do what I do, because I want people to hear like my words. So within like 5 years, I would like to see myself with at least 5 songs out on Spotify, and maybe writing for other people as well. Like I feel like I write in a lot of genres and I don't use all of that for myself, so it would be nice to be able to write for someone else that can execute that, I guess. I used to sing like dance music and I don't want to perform that, but I do miss writing in that genre, so that would be cool. Definitely bigger stages, more people at the gigs preferably, and yeah, just like more people knowing my music. I think that's like the goal, and singing my words back to me. I think everyone wants that in the music industry. So for like a big, like the dream and like the dream aspirations, I would say doing like Glastonbury is obviously on the list, but everyone always says that. So I feel like, I don't know, I just want to have like toured everywhere. Like the opportunity to get to like travel with my music would be amazing. Yeah, I just want people to hear my songs and like feel what I'm saying, relate to it, and I guess feel like they've been heard through what I'm saying. Feel like I'm articulating how they're feeling in like a way that maybe they can't articulate at the time, because like that's what music's been for me, and I'd like to be that for someone else. Yes.